magic in your backyard. Go and find it!
We'll head around to all the towns, head away on holiday. South Aussie with Cosi's on sit down. South Aussie with Cosi.
G'day, my name's Cosi and welcome to another episode of South Aussie with Cosi. You know, when it comes to holidaying, they say it's not the destination, it's the journey as such that makes a truly good holiday. And that is why I'm encouraging everybody to do the great South Australian road trip. I mean, as a kid, I used to do these all the time. The good news for you all now is that SA Tourism have made these South Australian road trips really, really easy. They've mapped out 5 self-drive itineraries that'll take you into the heart of the outback, beside stunning coastline, through world-renowned food and wine regions, and along Australia's most famous river, the Murray River. And best of all, you can take a virtual drive with interactive maps and much more. This one's called the Southern Ocean Drive, and it showcases the beautiful south coast of South Australia. And we're going to start right here in Mount Compass, and I just want to point these out. These trees behind me, oh my gosh, every time I drive down to Victor or down south, I just think these trees are amazing. The Southern Ocean Drive is a cracker because you can taste wines from the Coonawarra region, drive along the pristine beaches, kayak the waterways of the Coorong, plus discover the natural wonders of Kangaroo Island. But if you are doing a road trip on South Australia's south coast, I reckon the best spot to stop, and it's not far from Adelaide, is the Mount Compass Strawberry Farm.
We give you these kilo punnets, you can fill them up till you close the lid. Make sure you're walking up and down the rows instead of across. Make sure that they're all the red ones, don't pick any green ones. You can eat them while you're picking as well, they're nice and sweet. We are predominantly a strawberry farm here. We also have a pick your own patch where kids and parents can come and pick their own from 9 till 4 every day when we're open. It's a day out with your family. You also get to taste our produce, so you can make your mind up whether you like it or not without having to buy heaps of stuff.
Ah, the humble strawberry. You know, the French believe that it's actually an aphrodisiac. In fact, newlyweds are served strawberries the morning of the day of the wedding. Isn't that amazing? And in Belgium, there's a museum that is totally dedicated to the history of strawberries. Aphrodisiac, eh? Here, give these to Mummy. Take more than a punnet of strawberries, let me tell you.
Here at Harvest of Fleurieu, we give you a kilo punnet to go picking, and it's $10, and then it's $3.50 per person, but kids under 10 are free.
As far as I'm concerned, this place ticks all the boxes. Great for the kids. You've had fun, yes?
Yeah.
Yes. It's healthy, promoting healthy eating. Physically active, they're out here in the strawberry patch. And there's one rule that I love most as we hold up our strawberries is, while you're out here, you can eat as many as you like. Cheers, kiddies. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Which means, today I've had about 5 kilos.
Mine's bigger. I've got the tiniest one to find.
One last strawberry fact before we go. Strawberries are actually a member of the rose family. Did you know that? Ooh, can I have one? We're going to now continue our journey on the great South Australian road trip along the Ocean Road.
South Aussie with Cosi. South Aussie with Cosi.
Welcome back, folks. We're doing the OTR Budget Challenge, and we've started here in Kingston. What's going to happen is I'm going to show you how cheap it is to have a family holiday here in South Australia. It starts right here at OTR at Kingston. This company has an amazing story. OTR was started back in 1984 when Fred Shahin bought his very first service station in Woodville Park. Have a listen to this though, because nowadays they've got 130 stores around South Australia, and best of all, they employ 2,800 people here in SA. Righto, let's begin the budget challenge.
Bloody good tucker, mate.
This is our accommodation for tonight. It's the Cape Jaffa Caravan Park. You know, it's only $25 for an unpowered site, or stay where we're staying in a very simple cabin, but it's only $60 a night for the whole family. You do have to bring your own linen, but for $60, the beach is just there. And best of all, perhaps the thing I love most about this place is it's pet friendly. He's a good dog, he's a good boy.
This club, the Australasian Touring, Caravan, Motorhome and Camping Club, is actually a national club. We have members from all over Australia. Road trips are so good because we not only get to see the final destination, but we get to see things along the way. We Adelaide people, we love to hit the road. South Australia has got so much to offer, and particularly people that are on the road. There's plenty of places to stop, plenty of accommodation, cheap accommodation. And the beaches, of course, down here are superb. We are running a fishing competition. People are out there and they're catching fish by the bucket load here at Cape Jaffa.
Road trips are fantastic, and you know that you're doing the Southern Ocean Drive when you're coming across stuff like this. Now, mate, tell us, where'd you catch it and how'd you catch it?
I caught it out off the jetty.
Just off the jetty?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. And what about this? Run us through the fish itself. It's a mulloway, right?
Yep.
How big?
46 pound.
Yep.
Caught him on the surf beach around in Wrights Bay.
Is that right? So you caught this off the beach, you caught this off the jetty. You don't even need a boat around here?
No, that's it.
Run us through how you caught. How long did it take to get in?
Oh, yeah, about 20 minutes, I suppose, to get him in. They do 2 or 3 big long runs, and then, eventually they give up and you get them in.
Wow. And what about this one? How much do you reckon it weighs?
Oh, have to be 3 kilos.
It's almost like you've just dragged Larry the Lobster into the caravan park.
That's it. Larry Lobster's here.
Well done, boys.
Larry Lobster's going in the pot too.
We can be as mad as we want to because, as you get older, you do things that you probably didn't work game enough to do when you were young, and we don't care, it's all a bit of fun.
You know that moment where you have a haircut the day before you go filming? Yeah, bad move. Anyway, coming here a little bit closer, I don't want to bag Kingston in front of old mate Larry behind me, but this place is a little bit weird. Let me tell you why. Across the road, there's the Robe Bakery. There's not in Robe, it's in Kingston. And then there's the Cape Jaffa Lighthouse, which you might think would be in Cape Jaffa, but it too is in Kingston. What's wrong with these people? Oh, they've got a head start on me now, I won't worry about it. The Southern Ocean Drive has so many regional events that you can pick up while you're on your road trip, like this one. The Kingston Triathlon attracts a few hundred competitors in a glorious day like this, but here's the thing, the water is under 20 degrees, 19 degrees. Look at that.
These guys are just completing the Olympic course, which is the longest course of our triathlon events today. Kingston is the perfect place to be holding these events. So swim, cycle, run are the 3 disciplines, and it's just a beautiful area here, great flat ride and great sea. It's good for all ages and all abilities. There's something for everyone here. Very cheap, affordable weekend out, and everything's available for anyone that wants to come.
Oh, Dad. Oh, no.
The Costellos are keeping dinner fairly simple tonight. We're having dinner on the bonnet, Kingston style, fish and chips. It was like $50 for the family. Local produce as well. We're motherless tonight though. No wife. My wife's got a kidney infection. What's happened to Mum?
She'll die.
Well, let's hope not, but she's certainly sick, kidney infection. Either that or she sent us here solo while she has an affair back in Adelaide. I don't know, I haven't really thought about that. Look, it's really cheap, it's really simple. A little bit of dinner at the base of the Kingston jetty. Life's good. You having fun?
Yeah.
No?
South Aussie with Cosi. South Aussie with Cosi.
Welcome back, folks. We are knee-deep in the OTR Budget Challenge. OTR is all about saving you guys time, and I'm all about saving you money. So we've teamed up to show you the most affordable holidays here in South Australia. 2 days and 1 night away without breaking the bank. It can be done, and best of all, it's really, really easy. This trip has brought us down to the southeast. When you're on your way from Adelaide to the southeast, you've got to stop and check out my rhinoceros. What? You heard right, I bought myself a life-size rhinoceros. You might be asking yourself, why did I buy a rhinoceros? Well, actually my wife asked the same question. The actual truth is that I had a few too many last Boxing Day, found this on Gumtree up in Queensland, bought it and had it trucked down to South Australia. Then I realised that I don't have anywhere to put a giant rhinoceros. So I decided I would donate it to the township of Tailem Ben.
The rhino is a wonderful asset to our town. We look at it very much as a stopping point for tourism. We're very happy to be hosting him here and encouraging people to go to the Monarto Zoo. When they stop here and have a look at the rhino, and lots of people have been, they look at the signage, directional signage into our town, where we have other animals of this type. We have sheep, a gorilla, we have pigs, we have cattle, all in various fun positions in the town, and we encourage people to go into our main street and shop and look at the animals and have their photos taken there.
We're doing the Southern Ocean Drive, where you can see the caves at Narracourt, the Blue Lake in Mount Gambier, historic Penola and Robe as well. We're spending the night in the Cape Jaffa Caravan Park, and a great way to kill a couple of hours for only $20 for the whole family is the Cape Jaffa Lighthouse located in Kingston. Alison tells us all about it.
What do you want to know?
Tell us about the history of the lighthouse.
Oh, well, it was built in England by Chance Brothers in Birmingham. They tested it, took it to pieces, numbered it, sent it out here in packages. So it was a big jigsaw puzzle for the contractor to put it all together.
Sounds like the founding of IKEA.
Well, it must have been a big undertaking.
There are 129 steps that take you 30 metres, in fact 35 metres to the top of this lighthouse. It's absolutely insane, and it's a bit of a hard walk as well. It's not for the faint-hearted, and I'm actually carrying my own gear as well. You don't see Katrina Roundtree doing that, hey?
My great-great-grandfather, James Taylor, was one of the original lighthouse keepers. It was a very hard life. We've come here today to visit my great-great-grandfather's headstone, which was relocated from an Adelaide cemetery to underneath the lighthouse here, and it's become a bit of a pilgrimage.
It's pretty hard to even imagine that families used to live here in this lighthouse, bearing in mind that it is 8 kilometres out to sea, practically in the middle of nowhere. You're surrounded by wild ocean. And the families with all of their kids used to live in rooms just like this one. Absolutely amazing.
He had put 7 poles into the rock. The rock was so hard that on a good day, he was lucky to get down an inch. The South Australian government fined him £10 a day until he finished. And it was over 2 years before he finished. So he didn't make any money out of it whatsoever.
This is how tough life was here living on the lighthouse. Imagine this for a family story. It's 1902. Bill Parker and his family come here because Bill's got a gig out here at the lighthouse. He's got 9 boys and 3 daughters. He sadly loses 1 son and 1 daughter. And then Bill is out here cleaning the lighthouse, and he himself falls off the glass, lands on one of the steel parts like this, and is critically injured. They rush him to Adelaide Hospital and he dies. His wife is now a widow of, what's that, like 9 children. Actually, it's 10, but still, it's pretty bad.
South Aussie with Cosi. South Aussie with Cosi.
Welcome back, folks. We're doing the OTR Budget Challenge. Now, OTR is a great family-owned company employing like over 2,500 South Australians in their 130 different locations. So we've teamed up together because we want to find the best and the most affordable road trips here in South Australia, and that's brought us to the southeast. The best thing about OTR is it's open like 24/7, and this place is huge. It's like a supermarket in here. They've got tons of produce. We've got loads of gear for tomorrow for breakfast. We've also got this here, a water, OTR water. Hey boys, check this out. Look at this. Where's the water made? Adelaide Hills. We're doing a family road trip that's a weekend away for under $250 right here in South Australia. It's called the Southern Ocean Drive. There's all sorts of options on it as well. Leaving from Adelaide, it takes in some of the state's best coastline, including Kangaroo Island. Must stops here are Seal Bay and Stokes Bay. In fact, anything with bay after it in KI is absolutely awesome. The Southern Ocean Drive continues southbound, and that's where we're headed because we're having a look around Kingston. Got to see this guy, Larry the Lobster. He is famous. I came here when I was a kid, and now I've brought my kids here to see the great Larry the Lobster. What do you think, kids? 10 out of 10. Yeah!
He's a pretty good icon, landmark. When I look at the detail that's gone into him, it's just amazing. The people that are responsible for Larry employed, I think it was Paul Kelly, who got a crayfish and then he took it to a taxidermist over in the United States and had it stuffed, and he sat it there and designed it from the actual real lobster. And you can see that when you look in the detail.
Final question, does size really matter?
Definitely. You've got to stand out from the crowd, and Larry does.
I am absolutely bang up for taking the road least travelled. About 5 kilometres north of Kingston, there's a turn off to the left here called Long Beach Road. And from here, you can drive on the beach in a 2-wheel drive car most of the time, and it goes for about 17 kilometres all the way to a place called the Granites. So that's what we thought we'd do. You ready, kids?
Yeah!
Let's go!
Driving on the beach. Yeah, 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 we're driving on the beach. Driving on the BACH.
I can't explain how much I love this drive on Long Beach. 17 kilometres of a beach drive. I just saw a little two-wheel drive Suzuki drive past. It's a 2-wheel drive track. You don't need a 4-wheel drive to come on here. It is totally free. All right, what have you found there?
I found cuttlefish, everybody.
That is like the largest piece of cuttlefish I've ever seen. And what have you got?
These are the shells I collected.
You know what? You win the world's best shell collector. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
When she comes out of her shell, she'll be filled with confidence. There is nothing better for the human body than a dose of vitamin C.
Oh, look at this shell. 8 shells I've got. See how I've got sand in this one?
Right, I go. South Australia is lucky enough to have one of the longest beaches in the whole of Australia. It starts back there at Cape Jaffa. It runs right through here all the way to the Murray Mouth. How long do you reckon it is? It is 194 kilometres long. And do you know what? In that whole stretch, there is only 3 rocks. One that I'm standing on now, 2 and 3. These rocks are called the Granites, and the drive from Cape Jaffa and Kingston to here is sensational. Well, that wraps up the OTR Budget Challenge. Like I said, I promised you 2 full days away and 1 night with the family without spending too much cash. Let's see how we went. The night in the Caravan Park only cost $60 a night for a cabin. Fish and chips for dinner was $30. Brekkie and snacks from OTR, $25.60. And petrol was $41.10, which is $82.20 here and back. A walk up the Kingston jetty with the kiddies, of course, was free. A scenic drive along Long Beach, totally free. Patting Uncle Cosi's rhino, well, that's free. That's a bargain. Visit Larry the Lobster, free as well. And the Cape Jaffa lighthouse was only $20 per family. So all up, 2 days and 1 night away on the Southern Ocean Drive came in at $217.80 for a weekend away in the southeast with a family of 4. That's only $54.45 per person. That, my friends, is a bargain. Well, that's all we've got time for on South Aussie with Cosi. I can't even capture in images or words just how awesome the southeast is. There is something about this region, and it's the way that all the locals talk about it, the passion they have for this beautiful, pristine place of South Australia. Road trips are awesome, and the Southern Ocean Drive is just blown my socks off. I've shown you some of the places to go, but I hope that I've inspired you to go and check them out. Don't forget, the SA Tourism, well, they've made it even easier for you because they've identified not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 touring routes around South Australia. We'll catch you on Facebook or Instagram and travel around SA. I promise you'll love it. Bye-bye!
In South Australia we will go, head away, holiday.
Also, this place is pet friendly, which means you can bring your little dog. You didn't have to abuse the dog.
South Aussie with Cosi is proudly brought to you by the South Australian Tourism Commission.
South Aussie with Cosi.
I like possums.